talk about animated series. My daughter and I have watched Star Trek Lower Decks, like the 3 seasons. I've watched each episode way more than twice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that many of them. And today we watched the episode of Peanut Hamper.
Peanut Hamper.
Yeah. I tell you, it's so funny. Peanut Hamper is a character that came on as kind of like a student.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like finding her way, but she's a bit of an a-hole. Anyway, and she kind of abandoned her ship. So this is the Adventures of Peanut Hamper kind of part 2. And she finds herself on a bird planet. And anyway, it's just hilarious. As the animation of the Lower Decks.
This one's really funny?
Yes, and the whole Lower Decks. I love the whole series. I think it's terrific.
I can't speak too much on this show. I've seen, I think, 2 episodes with you, and I enjoyed them, and I'm going to get to watching this series. It currently has an 89% fresh critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes, so most critics are saying something nice about 72% audience score, so not all the fans are liking it, but 3/4. If you don't know
Star Trek, you're not going to get the show. You have to know Star Trek to get the show. It's all about making jokes about Star Trek. That's what it's about.
Just, would kids enjoy this? Or is it too inside baseball?
Well, teenagers enjoy it. Our daughter, she's watched most of them with me. She loves it.
Okay.
So I don't think little kids, no. It's meant for adults.
So I looked this up yesterday, and according to the report, we're supposed to get season 4 before the end of the summer this year.
Right.
Because we currently have 3 seasons. So maybe I'll have time to get caught up by then, and then I'll watch it with you. Or I'll just watch season 4 with you as it comes out, and then I'll go back and watch the first 3 seasons.
I can see that Star Trek fans might not like it. The Star Trek fans that see Star Trek as a future they want to be in, a future where everything's perfect, a future where everything falls into place, and they'd love to be an employee on the Enterprise or whatever, and live in that perfect world. But for me, I always saw, when I see Star Trek, I realize we need that's why the Orville was so successful.
Because it was funny?
They kept on saying, we need better people, because people are not perfect.
Yeah.
The world is not perfect. You can't even if we made the world here tomorrow perfect, we still have screw-ups and stuff.
Yeah, people get pissed off if people make mistakes.
Right,
that's what happens.
It's not even about mistakes. The Lower Decks is about the people that we've never seen their stories. Because the only people whose stories we see on Star Trek are the chief officers.
Yeah, the most important crew members, like 2 aliens you bring on board, were useless.
Except for Voyager, exactly, which was a bad idea, and then they moved away from that, right? Yeah, so it shows the people that aren't important, and even the ship itself, though, is not important. The whole ship, even the command crew that are on the ship, they're California class, so they don't matter. They get to do second contact.
Yes,
right?
Yes.
And
I remember
they get to give gifts to people and do lame assignments, right?
Yep.
So the ship itself is lower class, and then the people we're dealing with are the people, they live in the hallways, literally, right?
What's the name of the ship? The Cerritos?
Cerritos.
Okay, so the Cerritos is essentially like Voyager, but Voyager was sort of interesting because it got sent to the Delta Quadrant. Otherwise, they will have been doing dumb, essentially interstellar janitor jobs like this Cerritos ship. Yeah. Okay, because they're, the D students, as we've established.
Right, exactly, because a world is never going to be perfect. And I think that could be why some Star Trek fans don't like it, because they want to live in this perfect world. But I don't know, I'm just always a cynic. Things are never going to be perfect. And it's really funny. And if you know, so you're going to really enjoy it.
That's probably why in the 90s I enjoyed Babylon 5 more than I did Star Trek. Because Star Trek was just too perfect, right? And on Babylon 5, people were getting pissed off. They're backstabbing each other. And on Star Trek, they're just stoic. Yes, I'm upset, but I forgive you. I get over it. And then everyone's what is this?
All those episodes where they're playing instruments and stuff, it bothered me. That's why I like Deep Space Nine the best.
What
because they weren't doing that
what
as much.
rating would you give Star Trek Lower Decks?
Oh, I give it a 98. I love it.
That good.
Like I said, I've watched I think all the episodes more than once for sure. Because there's not that many of them.
Yeah.
I just think if I need a laugh, I'll put it on. There's really funny things, and Miles O'Brien is the most important man ever in history.
Call him Meanie? The Irish guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll have to watch it to understand. Anyway, I just really think it's fun.
Sure. I thought it was Reg Barkley because he was appearing everywhere.
He's just everywhere. No.
Okay. So let us know what you think about Star Trek Lower Decks. Have you been enjoying it? Maybe you haven't. Are you a hardcore Trekkie? We want to hear from you. We're still trying to hear from more Trekkies on our Voyager segments. But staying in space.
Hate us.
Some people are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.